Hello and welcome back to a new episode of More Than Friends. My name is Tashie, and with this show I want to give you an inside look on dating from a female point of view. And what better and more entertaining way than to do it with some of my hottest girlfriends, and I'm going to take them out on dates. Yeah, you're welcome. So today I am taking one of my dear friends on a hike date, Kristina Lavina. Let's go. Thank you for coming on a date with me.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I love hiking.
Yes, let's do it. And pro tip for the guys, if you are not sure if you're feeling a girl yet because it's brand new, taking a girl on a hike or to a coffee date is a great way to feel the vibes without having to spend a lot of money on an expensive date. So, save that cash.
And you can also end it whenever you want. It's like, oh, I have a meeting in like 10. Sorry, I gotta go. You know what I mean?
Get it?
It's not a movie where you like sit and
You're
have
stuck the whole dinner.
Exactly. Should we go?
Yeah, let's hike it. Yay. So what's the best kind of date that you've been on?
You know what? It was on my mind to ask you that. In the same, I swear, in the same second. But actually, I think it was in LA. Yeah. My first date ever. Remember, I told you I never had a date. Wow. It was a bonfire at the beach, but with friends around.
That's cool.
But I still only talk to this guy, kind of, which is nice,
But you get to see how he interacts with his friends.
And you're still private because when you can take the girl on a date with your friends, but then you have to only care about her. If this makes sense, you know what I mean?
You're like, I'm giving you attention. I'm not leaving you out.
I think that was the best one. What was your best one?
Mine was more like activities. Like I did a shooting range, which was just like scary, but then also cool because he was like protecting in a way.
I love the scary shit, huh? Yeah. So if you want to reach out, it's a crazy shit.
If you're into crazy shit, let me know.
But that's funny. It's not the usual like boring ones, you know? Yeah. It's like, no, I like that. I like that actually. But yeah, no, I'm more into like this wholesome stuff.
Yeah.
This like makes me actually kind of feel good, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, movie theater when you go and sit in a car. What is that? Like, you guys love that in America?
Oh, the drive-in?
The drive-in!
That's because you could actually still talk during the movie instead of feeling
nice.
like you're like,
it's so nice. And you can just like drive off if it sucks.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I gotta go.
I miss those actually. I wish they did them more.
You have to date more? But yeah, like that. Or like bonfires, or like even just go on a walk. Like that's amazing. Oh, yeah, you know what I mean? Like actually,
like if we could be entertained on a walk, we're gonna do well.
Yeah, if it's not boring or awkward or anything in the atmosphere like that, when nothing is distracting you, it's great. It's great. I know.
So usually on a first date, I wouldn't tell a guy to invite a girl back to his place, but since we've already known each other, would you like to come back to my place for a smoothie?
I would actually love to go back to the place and have a smoothie. See, this is how it should end.
Yes, see what base I get to.
Hi, doggy. Hi, doggy.
Oh, hi, doggy. Oh, are you? Oh, hi. Oh, you're a big boy.
So a lot of dating today is done online, whether it be through dating apps or social media. But the difficult part about that is a lot of it can be somewhat dehumanizing. Because think about it, you are literally talking to a complete stranger. You're not face to face, so it's very easy for people to be somewhat flaky or unresponsive, which is kind of difficult if you're trying to go on an actual date with them. So today I wanted to go over online dating and ways to make it easier for you. So I decided to invite this gorgeous human that you know, if you have seen the amazing content she makes online, that her DMs are full as fuck. So she's probably seen every message out there. So welcome, Kristina Lavina.
Hello, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Oh my God, I'm so excited because I have a lot of tea right here about this whole topic.
Yeah, and that's why I was curious for once, and that's why I was curious, honestly. Do you use any dating apps, or is your social media pretty much like one big dating app for you?
I actually, to be honest, never used the dating app.
Oh, wow.
Never. Because Instagram is my dating app, kind of, if this makes sense. But I'm telling you, Instagram DMs are a weird place. Like a weird place. Very weird. I've seen a lot daily.
Yeah.
And sometimes I had a little episode of like my stories back in the days. It was like a year ago when I posted the best of my DMs because it was so funny. It was so funny, you would not believe it. And I posted that like once a month where I just posted like the random ones, you know, like the funny ones. And when it was like people just talking to themselves, like actually having a conversation with themselves and just pretending that I answered. Yeah. Or like dick pics all over. You know what I mean? Like all this stuff where it's like, But yeah, I thought it was so funny. It kind of like, I don't know, now I don't get those freaky ones anymore. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, someone told them on maybe OnlyFans TV, please don't. Maybe people learn. I don't know, but it's getting better right now, but a year ago was wild.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Wild.
Because you're getting like literally every type of human from probably all over the world, so it's just totally different.
And it's like, it's not that hard to talk nice to a girl, I think. It's not. Like, just regular questions, but like starting with, so I don't even know, like, I don't even know, I can't even repeat. I wish I could just show you some random DMs.
Do you have like, so what's your ideal way for someone to say hello to you in a message?
In a message, it's more, I think I would reply more if it's something that I actually can reply to, because if a random person asks me, how are you? Yeah. It's something, it's like, I really don't want to tell you how I am because there's like no...
You're like, I don't know you.
Yes, right? I don't know you. But if I post something in my story and someone replies to my story and is like, for example, I post my dog, right? And someone is like, oh, I have also a dog or something. And then there's like a base to talk about, you know? Yeah. I think this is like the best way to start something. Or a picture, when you would post a picture on the beach or something, right? Yeah. And I would text you and I was like, oh, I've been there, or I want to go, or something to start the conversation. That's kind of
always what I like too. It's almost like a little bit of banter, like joking with you, teasing you in like some way about like something you posted, or just like literally like acting like they're already somewhat your friend in a way because they're talking to you like, oh, I've been there, how is it, blah blah blah. Right, but just like not making it like the typical boring like, hey, how are you, what are you up to? It's like, I don't know you though.
Like you have to break the ice kind of, you know, because usually boys are more, I have the freak ones where it's like freaky, and the other ones are, how are you, babe? And it's like, okay, where are we going here? Like, but like actually the cool ones where I'm like, oh yeah, let's talk kind of. It's like more the interaction ones, like you just said.
I agree.
For sure.
And like putting a little bit of thought into it, like not just being so.
Yeah, not just super flat. And like, always funny is always the go-to. Yeah. Always funny, not so like, I don't know. Don't be weird, but funny. You can be super like extraordinary, funny or sarcastic or something. I love sarcastic people. Like I love. It's like, oh, you got me, huh? It's like, now we're talking.
And it shows that they're like somewhat normal. Because if you're just saying like, hello, how are you? Like the typical stuff. Women were always like worried about our safety. Is that guy like gonna be weird? Like, am I replying to a DM? And then now they can always message me. So we'd rather you say something that's gonna make us realize right away, like you're friendly, you're cool, like it's okay to talk to me.
Right. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Like 100%. And it's like some of them, I realized when you have like a blue check and something, you know, like those profiles, they think they can just say something like, what's up? And you will reply just because they have like a blue check. Yeah, it's like literally the check. And I'm like, no.
You're like, you could have paid for that. That means nothing to me.
No way. That's a no. That's a no. Or if someone is calling you right away, I would never do that as a boy. Babe or honey or beautiful or sexy. It's like not in the first place, you know? Like
special too. You're like, if you're calling everyone this is what you're pretty much letting me know.
And it's just like, we don't know each other. Like, don't call me babe right away, kind of, you know? It's like, let us get there. Let us get there.
We're not at babe yet.
We're not at babe yet. Well, we can. If you do it right, we're gonna be babe.
Yeah. Have you been on dates with any guys off social media?
Yeah, for sure. Kind of like, you know what's crazy? When I'm honest, I never had a real date where actually someone asked me out and was like, I'm pick you up at 8 be ready, and we just go somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I always had this weird little, we see each other at the club, we go and grab food, but not actually date.
Yeah, not like as formal.
Yes, not as like, oh, I'm gonna take you ice skating, or I'm gonna do something, you know? It's more like just the hangout type of thing where you end up in a car just talking, or you see each other at the club, or like do stuff at home but not actually going out.
Yeah, because you're almost like seeing like, do you guys even vibe yet before you're like going on a fancy date?
Kind of, yeah. I'm not a fancy date girl. I'm not like the kind of catch girl, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need fancy dates, but I really enjoy when something is very personal. Like, if I tell the person I'm like super into animals or whatever, then I want the person to realize, oh, she's super into animals. Let's just go to, I don't know, a wildlife park or something, you know? Like, that's cool. I think that's like...
That's cool, because then it also like references, it shows that they're putting thought.
Right.
They care about you being happy and enjoying.
It's like, listen what the girl likes, kind of, and then just do it. It doesn't have to be fancy, or you don't have to spend a lot of money. It's just, you know, just listen what she says, kind of, in the beginning, and then it's like, oh.
I actually do that on purpose. I like purposely say things that I like, because right now I'm really into golf, just because it's meditative and you don't have to like fully work out that much. So I already work out enough. But it's great because then sometimes I'll just sprinkle it in that, oh yeah, I'm going to a golf lesson, or I'm doing this, or I like golf. Yeah. So then they can ask me on a date to do golf.
See, I would be like, yeah, Top Golf, we go right now, you know? But this is what I expect. Like, this is why we talk to people. It's like to tell them what we like, and then to hope that they realize what you keep telling them. But sometimes it's like girls say something and men are just like, whatever.
Right? But that's a thing too, guys. If the girl's not giving any suggestions on what she likes and she's not throwing anything out there, what you can do is talk about an activity that you enjoyed, and then see how she feels about it. If she's like, if you said, I would love to go axe throwing, and then she was like, oh no, I don't want to do that. Or if she was into it, then you know, like, okay, maybe I can invite her to go axe throwing.
Or something.
So you're like teasing it to get her to talk about something you can do together on a date.
That's good. That's actually good, because then you know, when you would tell me what you like, it's like, oh, I'm more into this direction, more like the super extreme one, X. or if I'm more like the shy or one, you know, like that's good. I would appreciate that a lot if someone would tell me what they like.
Give ideas.
Yes.
That's also what I love, like when a guy just suggests things to go do. I hate when a guy asks me out on a date, but then to ask me what I want to do, it like tells me, where should we go? What do you want to do? And I'm like, don't, like, you ask me out. Like, now I have to think of what we have to do.
See, this is what I totally need. I totally need the manly part. Yeah. Like, I need the man to be a man and to be like, be ready, and we're gonna do that and that. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, what? Okay. But not this type of course, they should still ask you what you like.
Exactly. But that's where they can ask you, like, in the friendly way, like, oh, would you be interested in this? But also, and then be like, okay, I'm picking you up. Yeah. Let's do this, wear something warm if it's outside. Like, just taking control then. And that's why guys get scared to, like, take control, because they're like, well, I don't want to make you do something you don't want to, but that's where you can like suggest things.
Absolutely.
And then take control.
Take the leader role. Take the leader. I really like, this is something that actually turns me on. If something is just like, we're gonna do that.
Oh, it's so attractive.
Right? It's so attractive. Guys, like I can't even, like, being super, I call it always manly because it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
like,
masculine.
Right? Yeah, it's very masculine because I want that. I want my man to be the leader, kind of, even in small things. Yeah. Because I'm more like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want to eat. It's like, and I want someone who's just like, we're gonna do that, babe. Do this. And then I'm like, you can call me babe.
I know, I feel like there's even been a time, actually recently, this guy, I don't know how to salsa dance, but he was like, I'm gonna pick you up, we'll go salsa dancing, blah, blah, blah. And I honestly was like, I'm actually nervous. I don't know how to do it, but I was like, I'm down just because he took initiative. Like, I was like, the way he said it was sexy, that I'm like, I don't want to disappoint. Now I kind of want to go.
I would be like, oh, baby,
I'll figure it out.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Like, it's, now this whole back and forth of, what do you want to do? No, what do you want to do? That turns me off. Yeah, it's like, no, massive turn off. Yes, because you can just go somewhere, just go to the first place, kind of, just the guy could be like, we're gonna go to golf, right?
Yeah.
And then you figure it out from there on, and then you will be just like, see how it goes, and then you will be just, oh, should we go grab a drink? Should we go? You know? But like the start, oh, I know, it's so important. It's so important.
How do you feel about a guy double messaging you?
I had that a couple of times, to be honest. I like that if it's not creepy, if it's just actually interest or something. I had that a couple of times because when you have, I don't know, stuff to do, right? And you just miss it. Not on purpose, but you just like actually miss it because you were like, maybe you've seen it, but it's like, okay, I gotta do my stuff. And then you just forget about it. Or you have something else going on in your life. And I am a big believer in the universe, kind of. So it's like what comes to you is for you, or like what is for you comes to you, kind of. You know? So it's like, if someone double texts me, it's like, is the universe is showing me right now? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, little universe reminder. Maybe, not always, but I'm like, as soon as it's respectful, as soon as not creepy or anything, as soon as it's really just like pure intention of getting to know the other person, and if it's not that the other person didn't answer it on purpose, you know, then why not? Then always try it. Maybe not the third time. Maybe that's kind of enough, but a second time for sure.
I agree. I actually had someone recently, and he did it in a cool way because we had banter back and forth through messaging, and then I was like, he asked me, we had back and forth banter, we were messaging, and then he asked me out on a date, and I saw the message, and in my mind I was like, oh, when could I meet up with him this week? And then I started thinking about stuff and then got distracted and forgot to reply. So what I love that he said, it has his double message. He was like, unless you're too nervous, I totally understand. And it was just like funny because then I was like, it shows that he's confident. He was like kind of teasing me. So I was like, oh, that was perfect.
That's what I mean. I love that. It's like double text is good if it's like
done right. Instead of being like, I'm pissed, like, hello, question mark, question mark. Like if you're pissed off, then you're getting
That's what I mean. Like I have that a lot in DMs. It's like, hello, why are you not answering? Stuff like, what?
You're like, what do I owe you? I don't owe you.
But like I had one also recently, someone texted me something like, you're the queen of Game of Thrones or something, right? Years ago, when I tagged that in my story. 2 weeks ago, I went to the Game of Thrones convention and posted Game of Thrones stuff, and he double texted me again, and he was like, you're still the queen of Game of Thrones. Like still, you know? And it's like, it was years apart. It was like he texted me the last time 2 years ago, and I was like, ha ha ha. That made me kind of laugh because it was like, he went to my profile to text me again, and I think he realized, oh shit, I messaged her years ago, and he just did the same thing, and this made me answer just like because it was fun. I was like,
exactly. He's being playful instead of just like.
So always playful, always respectful, of course, and but double text is a go-to.
Yeah, it's still good. So a lot of the times for guys on dating profiles, they're not sure what's going to like get the right attention from a girl, like what's going to make them like pass their pictures. Obviously, for you, you don't have a dating app profile, but say you were checking out a guy's social media, are there pics that you would be attracted to?
Yeah, for sure. It's like not the fish in your hands, you know, which is a big thing.
We don't want to see a dead animal.
It's, like no dead animals. It's like, I get it. People love hunting and like fishing and stuff, but it's like something that you maybe show in your like private profile, your family or whatever. But if I actually try kind of to date someone, I don't know if, you know? Just for me, personal, it's like not the big fish in your hands, kind of. And it's
like,
also,
guys just don't even risk that.
Yes, and it's also not this type of, as soon as you're not a real model, not try to do this little, when they hide their faces or something, you know, or like edit it crazy or something. Just what gets me the most is just like a private, personal, funny pic where maybe with friends. I love pictures with friends because it just shows that you're like social and you know, nice and funny to people. But I pay more attention to like the captions because it's like, is someone funny? Is someone sassy? Because my captions are always kind of like, you know what I mean? Always like sassy, funny, sarcastic. So it's like, it shows your humor. And it's like not that much the picture because the picture is like, maybe you don't look even like the picture. Maybe it's just, maybe you're not photogenic or whatever, you know? Like maybe it's just not a good picture, so it's fine. But yeah, just like private one with friends for sure, and like not edited or something. I don't know why this is a trend, but there is a trend of men editing their pictures like girls, and it's like, hell no, we don't want to do that. Just like
you to look feminine,
right? Right, this is, I don't know what's going on, but I've seen that a couple of times.
a lot.
What's happening?
I was like, and I could tell too because they edit it bad, where it's like kind of off the face.
I know, and like super white teeth where it looks like, I don't know, a plate or something.
Natural.
You know, so it's like I don't like that. Just be confident with who you are. Just even if it's only one picture.
Yeah.
If you have one nice one that you use
that's
forever.
great.
It's like, oh, I took that one in 2017. I'm gonna rock that forever. That's fine. If that's just like be yourself always on pictures and not trying to be someone else or like hide yourself or something.
Yeah, because that always like makes you, so like for me, mine is showing confidence in a photo. If you look confident in a photo, like an ideal one that I see on dating apps is like a guy giving a toast at a wedding where it looks like, oh, he's like speaking in front of people, people are laughing or whatever. Anything that shows that you're like confident and like outgoing. Yeah. But that's the thing is like if I go on a dating app or someone's social media and it's like an unclear photo of their face or they're doing like weird stuff where they're not getting
like
their face fully, or like all far away, like you're just like, what do you look like and are you ashamed of what you look like? And it's just not very confident.
Right. Yeah, same. And I guess every girl would say so, like just a clear, nice photo.
Because even it's the same for guys. Like no guy is gonna look at a girl's like profile and if he couldn't see her face, he's not gonna be like, let's go on a date.
Sure.
Like if he's like not sure what she looks like.
No, I said the same. Absolutely the same. We're in the same page.
So say a guy that you haven't met yet in person, you gave him your number online and then he calls you before you actually hang out. Like how do you feel about a phone call before?
I'm kind of a little bit weird about phone calls, to be honest.
It's hit or miss with
it's kind of this generation, I think.
Yeah.
It's more like, for me, it's just better to text because I usually do something during my day, kind of, and it's easier for me to just reply while I'm in a car, while I'm on my job, whatever, what I do, than just to actually have the free time to like speak. Yeah. Or it's always better for me to get to know each other a little and then have a phone call. Yeah. For me, I just think that this helps girls or whoever.
I agree, because you're like, do I have to sit down and have a full conversation?
Yes.
But the one thing I will say is like, what's cool about a phone call is that you actually get to see their personality a little bit. So lately what I've been doing is voice memoing. Because then it's like a phone call when you want to, like when you have time. And I could tell pretty quickly like how they're talking to me. Like, would we even be able to go on a date and like have a conversation? I was like,
that's a big yes.
Yeah. So I was like, I love the voice memos.
The voice memo is great because you actually have time to answer, also to think about it maybe. Yeah. To hear the voice, because liking a voice is very important, I think.
And I notice a lot of guys actually want to hang out with me more when they hear like your voice. You feel like more human instead of like when you're texting, you're like, you're like, it could be anyone. You don't really know the person, but when you hear someone's voice, it's so much more personal.
Yeah, that's right. You know what a huge turn off is for me right now? I just remembered when someone asks you for your snap.
Oh yeah.
It's like, It's like, you're maybe nice and I maybe like, you look good and we're funny, but you just asked me for my snap. Like, what do you want to do there? What you don't want to do? You know, it's like.
Yeah, it feels kind of grimy.
Yeah, so maybe just don't ask for a snap. No.
Instagram is fine, but you may get lost in her DMs, so yeah, it's a hit or miss.
We should make an episode at some point where you see like weird DMs, like weird them. You know what I mean? Like
this
how
is
to
what
not
to do. This is what to do.
Absolutely. Like actually go to and like.
Yeah, no, that'd be great.
Because I understand that sometimes. Imagine who's your celebrity crush?
I can't think of anyone right now.
But like for me, it's like Justin Bieber, right?
Or the guy of 365 Days. Who's that main dude in it? I don't know. He's the hottest guy ever. But
oh, I know who you mean, but that's not my type of man. But like
you like more boyish.
More not boyish. I like the boyish look. Yeah. But the manly character. You know, it's like he should like throw me around and stuff. You know, but like he can look young. I love that like surfer boy dude. Imagine it's like your celebrity crush and you have the chance to talk to him. Yeah. Because this is Instagram, right? Yeah. You see them and there's literally a message button. Yeah. So how do you react? Like you're nervous. You want to make it right. Yeah. You actually like feel like, oh my God, that could be my chance, because usually we see it. Yeah. You know? Usually it's like, okay, when you maybe text Justin Bieber, maybe he's not gonna see it, but maybe there's a chance, you know? So it's like, So for other people, when men like text me or you or whoever, like a gorgeous girl, you know, it's like they're nervous.
Yeah.
Which I totally get.
Yeah.
But then it's even more important to maybe just be who you are and like not different or something. But I feel that some DMs that are creepy to us, maybe just creepy because they don't know how to reach out.
Exactly.
You know, they're like so nervous. They're like, oh my God, she looks so good. And I would love to meet her. I would love, but they're so nervous that they just don't know how to reach out.
That's why I wonder if like, definitely for a guy, what I've learned with like dating for women and dating for men is they have more of a scarcity, like less options. Women have a ton of options. But guys, it's harder to get the women to go on dates or like get more women. And for women, it's harder to keep the men. So like women have a lot of options, but it's harder to make it more relationship-y. And then guys, it's the opposite. That's more scarcity. So I was like, it's very interesting.
I never thought
about that. I was like, so.
You're right.
Yeah, cool.
Let me suck your titties. Fuck, I press send like that, you know? Oh my God, yeah, I swear it is like that. They get like nervous. They get like brain freeze. Or something, I don't know. It's like, shit,
Like,
they're so hot, I don't even know. Oh my God, you know what one guy did to me? I will never forget that. I was in a club and usually people kind of, I don't know why, but don't talk to me in clubs.
Yeah, you're intimidating.
I don't know, oh my God.
Well, some guys, they do. Like, I've been with guys when they say, like, they're scared to go up because they're like, she's intimidating or whatever. Like, you literally need to smile at them for them to know it's okay.
Yeah. Like, I like that. I love when people, but they usually don't, right? Yeah. So I was in a club and, like, was just in a bar with my girl. And this guy comes up and he was not even my type or something. And he comes up and he has an ice cube. And he just smashed the ice cube in front of me. And then he goes like, now I broke the ice. You want to talk to me? And I was like, I was so flashed because it was so funny.
Like, what's happening?
I was literally like, what the fuck happened? But it made me laugh. And then we just like spent kind of the whole evening together with his group and our group because it was just funny.
Now they got a pointer.
It was actually icebreaker, you know? But the fact that he literally smashed it, he was like literally grabbing it out of his drink. I was like looking at him, didn't even know what's going on. And he smashed it on the floor and sat there with like a smile on his face. And I was like,
that's funny. I love that actually.
That's a good idea. So just carry ice cubes.
Like, guys,
Ice cube.
Just don't hit her. Make sure you're careful.
That was a great idea, and it was like
that was smart. That's why I'm like just a little bit of thought in it. It's worth it.
That's funny.
Aw, well, thank you so much for joining me on my date.
Thank you so much to have me. You can always invite me on a date because you know what I like.
Animals.
Animals. It's animals.
So let everyone know where they can see more of you.
Everywhere on every platform, it's the same tag. It's LEXtina. And give me a follow, give me a like, and I will answer if your DM is great.
I love it. Makes it easy.
Right.
Thank you so much for joining me on my hot date. And can't wait for you to join next week when I go on another hot date. Guess who the girl will be this time? Who knows?
Can learn a lot. A lot.